Everyone says, eat more fruit, it's healthy. But let's get real. Not all fruit is innocent. Some of these sweet, juicy treats come with hidden dangers, especially for older adults. Just because it's natural doesn't mean it's safe. Fruits like lychee and ackee might look harmless, but they can mess with your blood sugar, confuse your brain, or crash your liver without warning. At your age, you can't afford to play guessing games with your health. This isn't scare talk, it's smart talk. Let's uncover the fruits that act sweet but hit hard. Time to get wise and watch what really goes on behind that fruity smile. Number 1. Grapefruit, the breakfast betrayer. Grapefruit looks so innocent, doesn't it? Pink, juicy, and good for your heart, or so they say. But here's the kicker. Grapefruit is not your friend if you take medication. And let's be honest, most seniors do. This fruit contains sneaky chemicals that mess with how your liver breaks down medicine. That means your body could absorb too much or too little of your pills, even if you're taking the right dose. Blood pressure meds, cholesterol meds, anti-anxiety pills. Grapefruit can turn them against you. You might start feeling dizzy, weak, or just off. Maybe your heart races or your legs wobble. You'd never think to blame your fruit bowl. But trust me, that grapefruit is quietly turning your meds into a health hazard. Want vitamin C? Eat an orange. Leave grapefruit for the young folks who aren't juggling prescriptions like bingo cards. Number 2. Durian, the heavy-hitting gas bomb. They call it the king of fruits. But durian might as well be the king of chaos. Smells like trouble, tastes like pudding, and hits your body like a truck, especially if you're older. Durian is loaded with fat, sugar, and sulfur, which makes it a triple threat. Have a drink with it? You could feel faint, nauseous, even spike your blood pressure. Eat too much? You'll be bloated, overheated, heart pounding like you ran a marathon, even though you just sat down. And for diabetics? Oh no. Durian can send your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride, and you don't want that. Think twice before treating yourself. If you want something tropical, grab a mango or banana. Leave the stink bomb to the daredevils. Number 3. Starfruit, the pretty poison. Starfruit is cute, shiny, star-shaped. You see it and think, how dangerous can that be? Well, for anyone with kidney issues, even mild ones, starfruit can be downright toxic. It contains a neurotoxin your kidneys are supposed to filter out. But guess what? As we get older, kidneys slow down. That poison can build up in your brain, causing confusion, twitching, dizziness, and in extreme cases, seizures or coma. Even half a starfruit can be enough to cause problems if your kidneys are sluggish. And you might not even know your kidneys are weak until it's too late. Bjorg found out the hard way. At 74, he thought it was just another fruit. A few slices later, he was off balance, foggy-headed, and couldn't figure out why, until his doctor pointed to the pretty little yellow star. Number 4. Cherimoya, custard apple, the brain sneaker. Cherimoya looks soft, sweet, and harmless. Some even call it custard apple, because the inside feels creamy like pudding. It's rich, tropical, and many seniors might think it's a nice little treat to enjoy after dinner. But this is one fruit that hides a dark side, especially for older people. The seeds and skin of cherimoya are poisonous if crushed or chewed. These parts carry toxins that can slowly harm your brain and nerves. Scientists have even found a link between eating this fruit regularly and developing symptoms like tremors, poor balance, and even memory problems, similar to Parkinson's disease. And the scary part? The seeds are small and easy to swallow by mistake. You might eat one without noticing while enjoying the creamy fruit. Seniors' bodies don't clean out toxins as quickly as they used to, so the risk builds up over time. Also, some people use cherimoya to make smoothies, and if those seeds get crushed, the toxins can slip right into the drink. So, while cherimoya may look innocent on the outside, inside it's a bit of a sneaky trickster, creeping into your system and possibly messing with your brain if you're not careful. Best to avoid it, especially when there are many safer fruits that won't sneak toxins into your system. Number 5. Unripe papaya, the stomach scratcher. Papaya is known as a tummy helper, full of enzymes that help digestion and keep your stomach working well. That's true, but only if the papaya is ripe. When papaya is still green or firm, it contains a white, sticky sap that's similar to latex. Yes, like the material in gloves and balloons. This sap can irritate your stomach lining, especially if you already have a sensitive gut. Many seniors deal with acid reflux, gas, or ulcers. And unripe papaya can make all those issues worse. It's even riskier if you have a latex allergy, which is more common than people think. If you're allergic to bananas, avocados, or chestnuts, unripe papaya might trigger a bad reaction, like itching, rashes, or even trouble breathing. For elderly folks, that can be scary and dangerous. Plus, some people buy unripe papaya on purpose to cook with, like in Asian dishes or salads. But if it's not cooked properly, that same latex-like stuff can cause bloating, stomach pain, and even nausea. So the golden rule is, make sure papaya is fully ripe, soft to the touch, and orange or red inside, before you eat it. Don't take a gamble with your gut. Number 6. Ackee, the sugar crasher. Ackee might not be very common in every country, but in places like Jamaica and some parts of West Africa, it's a traditional and celebrated fruit, often cooked and served with saltfish as a national dish. When it's ripe and properly cooked, ackee can be safe to eat, but when it's unripe, or not prepared correctly, it turns into one of the most dangerous fruits in the world. Unripe ackee contains a natural poison called hypoglycin A. This chemical stops your body from making energy out of sugar, especially glucose, which is your body's main fuel source. When you eat unripe ackee, this toxin can cause your blood sugar to crash suddenly. This condition is often called Jamaican vomiting sickness because one of the first signs is uncontrollable vomiting. But that's only the beginning. In elderly people, who might already have health issues like diabetes, heart disease, or slow liver function, this sugar crash can quickly lead to low blood sugar, hypoglycemia, fainting, seizures, liver failure, coma, and in very severe cases, even death. What makes ackee even trickier is that the unripe fruit doesn't always look obviously bad. It might still have bright colors and a tempting smell. But unless the fruit naturally opens on its own while still on the tree, a sign it's fully ripe, it's not safe. Even slightly unripe ackee can be toxic. And sadly, there have been real-life tragedies, especially in children and elderly people, who unknowingly ate unripe ackee and ended up in the hospital. It's not about eating too much. Sometimes just a few bites can be enough to cause serious symptoms. For seniors whose bodies take longer to recover from toxin exposure or dehydration, this fruit is simply too risky unless it's coming from a certified, prepackaged, fully processed source. It's one of those foods where the margin for error is too small. Bottom line, if you don't know how to tell if ackee is safe or you're not getting it from a trustworthy source, it's best to avoid it altogether. No fruit is worth gambling your blood sugar and your health over. Number 7. Lychee, the blood sugar bandit. Lychee is small, pretty, and sweet, like nature's candy in a little pink shell. It's often used in juices, desserts, and fruit salads, and many older adults enjoy popping a few into their mouth, thinking they're just a harmless treat. But lychee hides a surprising danger, especially for people who have blood sugar issues or weak liver function, something quite common in seniors. Lychee contains certain natural compounds that block your body from producing glucose, sugar, especially when your blood sugar is already low. Now, if you eat just 1 or 2 lychees with a full meal, your body can usually handle it. But if you eat a bunch of lychees on an empty stomach, especially early in the morning, or when your blood sugar is already low, your body can run out of fuel very quickly. This causes a fast drop in sugar levels, leading to what doctors call hypoglycemia, low blood sugar. For elderly people, this can feel like dizziness or lightheadedness, sweating and confusion, shakiness or weakness, blurred vision, passing out or falling. In worst cases, coma or seizures. In some parts of the world, especially in India, there have been heartbreaking reports of children and elderly villagers falling ill or dying after eating too many lychees without meals. The problem isn't the fruit itself, it's when, how, and how many you eat. And for seniors, there are extra risks. Many elderly people take medications for diabetes, heart issues, or blood pressure, and these can interact badly with blood sugar drops. On top of that, the body's response to sugar imbalances slows down with age, so symptoms come on faster and feel more intense. Smart advice. If you really love lychee, you don't have to give it up completely. Just be cautious. Always eat it with a meal, never on an empty stomach. Don't eat a whole bowl at once. And if you're taking insulin or sugar-lowering medication, it might be best to avoid it altogether, or talk to your doctor first. Here's my final thoughts. Fruits are not all saints. We've all heard people say, eat more fruit, it's good for you. And in general, fruits are full of vitamins, fiber, and hydration, which are all great things for your body. But what many people forget is that not all fruits are harmless, and not all are safe for every age or every health condition. For elderly folks, your body is different than it was when you were 30 or 40. You might be taking medicines. Your digestion, liver, or kidneys may not be as strong. Your blood sugar doesn't stay balanced as easily. Some fruits, even the sweet and tasty ones, can cause sudden crashes in blood sugar, or upset your stomach, or interact with medications in dangerous ways. Fruits like ackee, lychee, and even cherimoya or unripe papaya might look and taste wonderful, but they can carry hidden dangers. Their effects are sneaky. They don't always hurt you right away, but over time, or in the wrong conditions, they can cause real harm. That's why it's so important to know what you're eating, especially as you get older. Don't assume all fruits are natural and safe. Ask questions, read labels, check with your doctor or a nutritionist, and when in doubt, choose safer, more familiar fruits like apples, pears, bananas, or blueberries. Fruits that don't play tricks on your health. Remember, your health is precious. Enjoy fruit, but choose wisely. Because some fruits may be sweet, but they're not saints.